And I just want to say, I love being here. I love doing this. I love stand-up. I always wanted to do stand-up, ever since I was a kid. I used to go back home from school, sprint to the TV, and put on Tzchok Ma'avoda. Anybody remembers that show? It was an old stand-up show Shachar was on.
Yes!
It was so long ago. I must have been like this tall when I watched it. And Shachar was also about this tall when I watched it. And it's still about this tall. But don't let anyone tell you you're short, Shachar. You're not short. You're compact. Yeah. You're a compact comedian. So yeah, I want to start by telling you guys something a little sad. You see, a little while ago, we discovered my sister has celiac disease, which means she can't eat gluten. Now this was a huge shock to all of us because no one in the family ever had it before. Now I was the only one brave enough to actually go and do a blood test because celiac is genetic. And luckily the results showed that I'm good. But my doctor was really weird about it. She looked disappointed. Now don't get me wrong, this was the one time in my life I was very happy to disappoint a woman. What was weird about it is I got the results, I went to the doctor, she looks at them, and she tells me, it doesn't look like you have it yet. Why the yet? How do you know that I don't? Do you know the future? Can you tell the future? She said yet with such certainty that I believe that this doctor can tell the future. In fact, I believe they teach that in med school now. Okay, this is how I imagine it goes. You go to med school, year 1, 2, 3, math, physics, chemistry. Year 4, 5, biology, the human body. Year 6, reading the fucking future. Year 7, Pilates. I gotta know some Pilates, right? Doctors know Pilates, I'm not wrong, man. Man, knowing the future and knowing Pilates, that's like all you need. That's amazing. Why am I not a doctor? Although I will say that us stand-up comedians do have one thing the doctors don't. You see, doctors, they pay a lot of money in taxes, like a lot of money. But us stand-up comedians, and most people don't know this, but all income from stand-up is 100% tax-free. All income, all of it, 100% tax-free. Because there isn't any. They pay me popcorn. I love popcorn, guys, it's great. So yeah, my sister, we discovered she had celiac disease, and my mom went nuts. My mom started cooking dish after dish. Tons of gluten-free food, tons of gluten-free pasta. The drawers, you couldn't even close them, because there were so many gluten-free snacks in them. All the food she made went to the fridge in big containers. All of them said stuff like, no gluten, free gluten, zero gluten. My fridge had started to look like a protest in Balfour Street. The Prime Minister of Bread against Naftali Baguette, okay? Hold on, I get the next joke, I know it. Yeah! You wanna know what my dad did? My dad, after hearing that his daughter, his only daughter, had a lifelong, genetic, incurable disease, my dad went to the store and came back with 3 gluten-free beer bottles. Thanks, Dad. 3 gluten-free beer bottles. My mom went insane, started cooking dish after dish, tons of food. Protests in the fridge, Naftali Baguette. 3 gluten-free beer bottles. By the way, after about a week, he just drank them all, like by himself. He even asked my sister, this motherfucker. Well, here, so yeah. He even asked my sister, why didn't you touch your beer? And she was like, you didn't give me a chance. So, I'm very good today, aren't I? I'll tell you one last joke. I went to my friend's house, and her dad, who is a doctor and probably knows the future, her dad told us that one time they had this cleaner lady. You know, the cleaner lady, you need to first know this family has a lot of animals. They have like 2 big dogs and another like 4 cats. So they couldn't always keep up with each animal. But one time, this dog, she was a big boxer and she had just started her period. So to stop her from bleeding all over the floor, they had this special pair of underwear they would put on her. And this underwear, they had a hole for the tail. But one time, the maid put this underwear into Dad's door. You didn't see that one coming. All of his future. Now, obviously, the family was very confused. They went to the doctor. They asked the doctor, they went to the maid, and they asked her, "Why was this in the dad's drawer? It's for the dog." And she said, "I didn't know it was for the dog. I thought you guys needed to do it like the Orthodox do it." Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Please welcome Shachar, the comeback comedian himself.